Virgo, hey, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for the next week via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We have officially entered Leo season. We have a new moon in Leo this week as well. And we have 4 different planets in retrograde right now. Mercury is one of them. It's forcing things to slow down a little bit with the 4 different, not only Mercury. Mercury helps us to evaluate our connections, our communication. This Mercury retrograde is specifically promoting harmony and balance and solution within relationships. There's an opportunity to make things better, so to speak. But we have to kind of be willing to work with the energy in a unique way, in a creative way, meaning like don't approach situations, especially ones that you know about, like that don't work out that way, right? Like if you tried something over and over and over again and it's just, not moving in any direction. Trying to find a different approach, a more creative approach, a more harmonious approach is maybe a better way to say it. Yes, Leo season is all about putting yourself front and center. So making sure that you are the main focus in your decision making, in the choices that you make, giving yourself that empowerment, but at the same time, making sure that you're taking people, situations into the equation. There's some stuff that's working for us. There's some stuff that actually can get better or we can see change and evolution. And then there's that stuff that we really have to listen to our gut instincts around, vet whether it really is honoring and serving our ultimate goals, needs, wants, desires. So that's why I like to start these readings off with an energy cleansing. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. Cleanse out any blocks, obstacles, limitations we might be coming into. It's a really good time to set your own intention as well, Virgo, especially if you have something on your heart or mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're just interested in that realignment of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are grounded in self, when we're balanced, when we know who we are, what we want, etc. That's really where we're connecting with, manifesting our happiness, our fulfillment, our abundance, which we all totally deserve. And right now is a time where so much is changing to highlight where those disconnects are. I would love to help support, to help, bring back into, or whatever your need, whatever your wants and needs are. Definitely hit me up if you're interested, Virgo. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being, so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, and the love. All right, Virgo. So I'm picking up this energy of a little bit of fear. Like your intuition is picking up something. You can sense something. And you feel really, I don't know, like you don't have any information in real time. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's like you're picking up something, maybe someone's acting a little bit differently. Yeah, 100%. Intuition, first quarter. So your intuition is definitely guiding you towards something this week. Right now, Saturn and Neptune are in Aries and they're on top of each other. Neptune, like I said, it deals with our intuition. And with that conjunction in the astrology, we're learning how to trust ourselves. We're learning how to trust our instincts, even around the things that might not be so easy. Because it looks like you've been, well, with this dream card, you've been dreaming of something else. I'm hearing like maybe when you first got hooked up, linked up with this person, this situation, it might have ticked a lot of different boxes. It might not have been completely what you wanted, right? Maybe it was a rough, framework, so to speak, but it didn't necessarily have like everything, and I know that that's part of evolution. It's not always like we get exactly or everything that we want. And this is also, with me saying that, that's also part of the reason why you're moving through some of this, right? Because it looks like you're expanding. It looks like you're expanding your, the people, the community that you have around you, the way you're orchestrating that. Aquarian energy is about friendship. It's about our hopes. It's about our wishes. And right now, or I should say last November, Pluto finally settled in Aquarius. That's why we're seeing a lot of this reshuffling. That's why we're seeing things being challenged in like our normal daily life, because we're being shown like, hey, is this working for you, right? And if it's not, then why don't you connect with something that's like a little bit better or makes more sense for you, whatever this is that you're dreaming about. I think there is a little bit of a hard energy though to move through this week. And maybe that's kind of where you're struggling a little bit more, because like I said, very beginning, it's picking up like I keep feeling like someone's lurking in the background, or it might be a slightly irrational fear that you're having, Virgo, no shade to you. But like I said, it feels more like the fear of the unknown. When something comes to light, when something comes to the surface that you have to contend with. And it might have this rebellious component, meaning like it does, Uranus energy brings in unexpected change. So whatever this dynamic is, something is working from a more like grounded, practical space. And I think this is a little bit hard for you coming in as the Ten of Swords. I don't know what has happened. This kind of goes back to this rebellious energy. But something has happened. It's not the first time around. This might be part of that fear that I'm picking up. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, and this is the second time I'm doing your reading, and it was a very similar energy. Like at the end of the day, this is leading towards something good. And this is a really hard lesson that we're all going through right now in the collective. Not only that, trusting our instincts, but especially when we're leaving something behind that like might feel good or have a lot of good components to it, but might not be the right thing. It looks like someone is making a choice based off their own difficulty, their own stress, lots of communication, new beginnings on the horizon. And again, like I think maybe just whatever has gotten you here, whatever has brought you to this point, some of it hasn't really been comfortable. I also feel like it's hard to connect with this person, this situation. There's something about it that it's not that it feels off, because it's not like this horrible energy of this person did this to this and backstabbing and whatever. It doesn't have that vibe. Maybe you feel a little bit that way, but I think a lot of that is because of how things have gotten to this point is what I'm seeing. I feel like there's a lot of hashing things out this week, of lots of communication, a desire to maybe start again. It's forcing you into reflection. It's forcing you, and again, this is a lot of not only what like this time in the astrology, but even with this new moon, it's getting clear on the things that make us happy, the things that make us feel fulfilled, the things that give us our balance and stability. And that's really what this is all about. Six of Pentacles to start off our reading. we can dream a dream, you know, and I think that's just human nature. Sometimes, like, we get discontent with the day-to-day. We get discontent with the mundane. Or when we see a person, a dynamic for exactly what it is, it can be like, meh, you know, no shade to whomever, whatever this is. But at the same time, here I'm seeing this as a need to reevaluate on both ends. There's a lot of fear, and it looks like both parties, both situations are playing off of each other, because we have Eight of Swords, the Devil, Queen of Cups. So instead of listening to the intuition, it's like listening to the fear, listening to the paranoia, the worst case scenario. And it looks like it's whatever conversation, whatever is coming to light, it's helping you reevaluate or reassess. It is bringing a lot of fear because there's a lot that goes with this. There's a lot that goes with this. There's a lot of feeling. There's a lot of emotion around it. It feels limiting right now because you don't know your options. You don't know what's in front of you. And, you know, like, it's not bad because you don't know. It's just like you haven't started. So you are looking like you're afraid. I think it's forcing you to reevaluate in a way that you weren't expecting. It's forcing you to kind of go back to the drawing board. Look at yourself, look at the dynamic, how it played out, this Ten of Swords energy. Ten of Swords is betrayal. It is wisdom gained after struggle. It's one of the harshest tens in the deck. And I do think there are some components that do need to be looked at. Why Eight of Swords, the Devil? Like, why is it so hard to get over something that where this rebellious energy is coming into play, where maybe it's not serving the whole situation? Because like I said, it looks like both or everybody involved is kind of functioning out of a lot of fears. And I'm not sure that those fears are grounded in reality. Sometimes when we're not feeling grounded in ourselves, it's easy to be afraid of worst case scenario. But I think that honestly, whatever is coming to head, it looks like there's going to be the answers that you were looking for and new decisions to be made. It's like I said, it might not be the easiest way to get what you want, so to speak. And it also looks like that's being forced, like you're being forced into a conversation, you're being forced to reevaluate. But that's the beauty of it, right? Because sometimes what we think is best for us, it might not be, you know, and then Spirit actually delivers something that's a little bit more on point. I feel like you don't want to make any quick decisions. It looks like you are taking your time, especially with this reevaluation, to reassess. It's also going to help give you some clarity, even though it might be uncomfortable, but it's going to help give you some clarity on where this energy is not serving you at all anymore, right? Like where it's actually kind of made things worse than what it needs to. The devil is very easy to get sucked into. It's not specifically Satan. Don't take it as that, but it's this energy of like the chains that bind us, the things that keep us tied down, limited, etc. And so Spirit's like asking you to look at that, right? Like where you had Nine of Swords too. You have 8 and 9 of Swords. So where is the fear? Where is the anxiety playing out that's actually like preventing you from this abundance, right? Whether the fear is keeping you in a dynamic that's not healthy, that's not for your highest and best, or it's limiting you from being open, from being vulnerable to something that might actually be really good. I love that you're getting this destiny path because it is so much about like, you have to go through this in order to get those answers, in order to learn the lessons, in order to be wiser, stronger, etc. Remember, 10 of Swords, wisdom gained after struggle. So like there is value in this. This is what we're seeing all across the board in the collective. Really taking time to shift and adjust your expectations. I'm seeing you more as you're not trying to find like, you're not trying to solve the problems. You're not trying to solve other people's problems. You're actually like really doing some internal reflection on like, where is my part in this situation, so that I don't necessarily do it again. And I feel like that's the best place you can be, because it is leading towards this abundance. Also, make sure to keep your expectations loosey-goosey, because this might be a little bit of a difficult situation where not everything's clear cut and there's a lot up in the air. But you know, you're making your way through, and I think this is going to become really clear of like who and what you want around you, who you want in your community, what is actually working for you, what's actually working in your favor. And it is bringing out abundance in this situation, whether it is about or able to like evolve and grow and people are able to adjust, or it's like steering you in a new direction. So thank you so much for your time, energy, always, Virgo. I really hope this message helped. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. Know it blesses my heart, and I'm sending that love and blessings back to you.